Alright, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve, y'all. My name is Jose. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys meditating and connecting to themselves, bro. You know we love you, miss you once you come home. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. You hear me? Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guys, my demon guys, and my spirit guys. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out Trippy, everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. So listen, it's 8:47 p.m. It's July 11th, 2025, bro. Year of the rapture, bro. Right? You can see I'm not in the studio. I'm not in the house, bro. I'm outside. I'm outside, bro. I'm 1,000 miles away from where I was, bro. Right. I made the long drive. Bro. It was a long drive, bro. But I'm here. The journey continues. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, right? But I'm gonna say that it's going, bro. It's going. I'm knee deep in this bitch, bro. Right, I'm knee deep in it, and this is where it brought me, bro. So this is where I am. Did you miss me? Did y'all miss me, bro? I'm still dropping videos, bro. Right. I just dropped the Bone joint. The roof is on fire. Right. Based on the situation at hand. You know. I know people are wishing ill will on me. And it's okay. You know, you guys need God. You guys need God so bad, bro. You know, when I was telling this to Jordan the other day, right? I said, you know, when a person wakes up in the morning and the first thing they could think about is how to harm another person, that's pure evil, bro. You know, when you wake up in the morning and the first thought is to harm another, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, bro? Why you want to harm another for? Why you can't focus on you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? So I was trying to explain to her that that's a sickness, bro. That's a disease, bro. You understand? When you wake up in the morning with ill will, when you wake up in the morning with ill intent on another, wishing harm on another, wishing any ill intent on another, what's wrong with you, bro? Listen to me. What's wrong with you, bro? Right? Why are you directing that kind of energy at somebody? What did they do to you? What did they do to you, bro? Right, that's my question, bro. So, that's people. A lot of people. Now, we're talking about people older and people younger. So I'm looking at younger generations, you know, and I'm looking at older generations who put out this energy, you know, and there's even a few in my generation. There's not, you know, I'm not going to say my generation's not in there because they are, bro. There's a lot of people around my age range who got that, you know, that what do you call it? They got that disease, bro. Like, you know, they see somebody and they get jealous or they get envious or they just black-hearted, bro. They just want to see evil. They're evil. You understand? Yeah, I drove 10 hours straight, right? I drove 10 hours. Listen to me. I drove 10 hours, and I pulled off. Right outside of the city. And I found, like, it was a rest area. You know, they got rest areas on the interstates. So I stopped in the rest area, bro. And that's when I realized that my seat don't recline, bro. My seat don't recline, bro. I was like, oh my God, bro, what am I going to do? How am I going to sleep? But I slept, bro. I figured it out, bro. And I slept, bro. So I woke up, I don't know, about 5 hours later, bro. Five hours, maybe. Yeah, about 5 hours later, bro, I woke up, bro. I woke up about 5 hours later, and I kept it pushing, bro. You know, I could have got there much sooner, bro, but I stopped to go to sleep. I was tired. Listen to me. I went to work. I got off of work. I went home. I packed. I took like a 3-hour nap, and then I left, bro. I left, bro, and I drove nonstop, bro. So it's me against the world, basically, right? Everybody on social media is every social media platform is blocking my videos, every single one, bro. So if you ask me, that's oppression, that's manipulation, control, slavery. They violated my freedom of speech. They violated my freedom of expression, bro. How is it that you could put a video on TikTok telling people how to get a fake driver's license, telling people how to get a fake social security card, but I can't post a dance video? I can't post a dance video, bro. So I'm basically going against everyone, bro. Whoever runs the show, bro. Now, I remember, I know you're watching me, you little faggot, so I'm going to speak to you directly, bro, because I remember talking to you, bro, right? I remember talking to you, bro. What you told me, you said I built this algorithm brick by brick. That's what you told me, right? You built this algorithm brick by brick. That's what you said to me. I think it was on TikTok. They messaged me, listen to me, they messaged me and they told me that, bro. I built this algorithm brick by brick. So they're mad that I'm awake. They're mad, bro. They're mad that they're about to lose what they built, bro. So they're blocking everything I do. So I decided, I don't speak on it much, bro. I leave it alone, bro. You understand? What do you want me to do? They have the power at the moment, right? Why does this keep turning? Oh, it fell, bro. Hold on, bro. I got this shit rigged in the car, bro. There we go. So, I unlocked my DNA strand by strand. That's what I want to tell you, bro. I unlocked my DNA strand by strand. You understand? So I'm going to be sovereign whether you like it or not, bro. You understand me? I'm going to be free, bro. I don't give a fuck about your money. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. I don't care about having no property. I don't care about no house. I don't care about no fucking car, bro. I don't give a fuck about no money, bro. You understand me? My freedom is what I care about, bro. I want to be able to post a 2-hour dance video without nobody saying shit, bro. You understand me? And if I can't do that, that's a problem, bro. If I can't record myself talking and post it for my people to listen without people fucking with me, that's a problem, bro. You understand? Because we're not allowed to be free. We should be allowed to be free. You understand? But you guys would like to manipulate everything here, right? You want to control everything, right? So with that said, I unlocked my DNA strand by strand. I did it myself, on my own, by myself. You understand me? So you think I give a fuck about your algorithm, bro? Listen to me. You think I give a fuck about your algorithm, bro? Huh? Do you give a fuck about my content? Huh? Do you give a fuck about blocking my videos? I don't think you do. Right? You like having me flagged in the system? I can't get a fucking job because of you. Right? Because of you. Because you want to fuck with me, bro. But then you want me to be lenient. Bro. Think about this, bro. So, this is why I don't go live, bro. You know what I'm gonna come here and do. The only reason for me to come here right now is to talk to that asshole, whoever you are, bro. Whether you're a male, female, whatever you are, bro. You're a cunt, bro. Whoever's blocking my shit, bro. I'm talking to you, bro. You understand me? You're the one I'm gonna gun for, bro. You're the one I'm gonna gun for, bro. Because you're the one fucking oppressing people. You said I built this algorithm brick by brick. you built this algorithm brick by brick. So you want slaves. You want slaves. I don't want slaves. I don't like the term. You understand me? I don't like it. We're gonna abolish that shit, bro. We live in a world of modern day slavery, bro. And that term doesn't even justify the truth. You understand? That term is so, how can you say, bro? It doesn't justify the truth, bro. Like, what's really going on? How deep the war is? How deep this shit goes? How, down to the water, down to the fruits you buy in the store, bro. You understand? Everything's meant to hurt you, bro. But you don't know. You don't know, bro. So let me go get a cheeseburger. Let me go get a banana. Let me go get an apple. Let me go get one of these fake oranges. They're not real, bro. Where are the seeds? What happened to the seeds, bro? You know the seeds is the most healthiest part of that fruit, bro. Why they took the seeds out of all the fruits, bro? What's going on here? Right, but you guys don't think about that. Nobody thinks about that, bro. Nobody says, "Oh my God, he's right." Right? You guys just keep living as this is okay. It's okay, and it's not, bro. It's not, bro. Until you discover your voice and discover your passion, bro, and then you try to show people, and everybody tries to stop you, bro. You're not gonna know what it feels like to be me. You'll never know what it feels like to be me, bro. No matter how bad you want to be in my shoes, bro. You understand? Because you live in a lie. I'm living the truth. There's a big difference, bro. The feelings and emotions I get, you don't even know half of it, bro. You don't even know half of it, bro. Because you're not really going through nothing. You're not going through what I'm going through. That's for sure. None of you are. You just wish ill will on me because of who I am. Why does he have favor and not me? It's not fair. But you don't know my life, bro. None of y'all know my life, bro. How you gonna sit there and judge me? How you gonna judge me, bro? You don't know me, bro. Right? But that's people. That's people, bro. What am I supposed to do about that, bro? I gotta let them be. Because you guys are gonna learn one way or the other. You'll never know. You'll never know what it is until it happens to you. You'll never know what it is until you look the loved one, somebody you love, in the eyes and hear them tell you some hurtful shit, bro. Hear them tell you some hurtful shit, bro. You understand? You'll never know what that's like because you never had to go through it. So, and I'm not just talking about one occasion. I'm talking about multiple occasions. So we're not just talking about, I'm asking my friend, or I'm asking my mom, or I'm asking my baby mother, or I'm asking, every single one of them hurt me, bro. Every last one of them hurt me. I respect the ones that told me no, right? More than I respect the ones that told me come on, because the ones that told me come on, they had ill intent. They had malice in their heart, bro. They only wanted me there so they could watch me. They only wanted me there so they could see what I was doing, so that they can judge me, right? And call me names and call me, say I'm crazy. He lost his mind. He talks to himself. There's something wrong with him. But no, nigga, there's nothing wrong with me, bro. I discovered myself, bro. There's something wrong with you. And the fact that you think you're better than me, you know, that you think you're better than God, bro. You think you're better than God, bro. I think you really need to think about that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that I'm perfect, because I'm far from perfect, bro. But I'm humble enough to, you know, I'm humble enough, bro. You can't humble somebody who's humble, bro. I've already humbled myself. How you gonna humble somebody who's humble, bro? How old are we, bro? How old are we, bro? This is, you know, how old are we, bro? I think it's just funny, bro. You know, and a lot of you don't even know what that is, bro. Like, I don't got nothing. But people want to humble me, bro. You want to see me humble? What do I have? What are you jealous of? What is it that's bothering you? What is it that's bothering you, bro? What did you see that bothered you, bro? Right, that you don't want me to have it. You don't want me to have it, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. When you sit there and you think about what somebody has and you don't want them to have it, and you really put energy into that shit, bro. What kind of heart is that, bro? Because somebody tell me what kind of heart is that, bro? What would you do? What would you do if you had to deal with somebody like that? What would you do to them, bro? What do you think they deserve for all of their criticism, for all of their judgment that they place upon people with no fucking, you know, you have no cause. There's no reason for it. No reason other than your fucking ego. Your ego making you think that you're better when you're not. You understand? You're not. But you think you are. Whether it be your skin color, your religion, whatever it is, you think you're better and you're not. You understand? So people need to start watching where they're throwing this energy, because energy is powerful, bro. And I'm saying that to say this, you know, when you direct negative energy out, you get negative energy back. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, bro? When you direct negative energy out, you get it back. Don't think you can avoid it. It cannot be avoided, bro. It cannot be avoided, bro. You know, if it doesn't hit you, it's gonna hit one of your kids. It's gonna hit one of your grandkids. It's gonna hit one of your nearest and dearest loved ones, bro. Because you sent it out. And, you know, if you found a way to protect yourself from the backlash, then it's going to hit someone near and dear to you. And you're still going to get hurt in some way, shape, or form because of what you've done. But a lot of you people don't think this way. You know, you sit there and you pretend like you don't know why your son got sick. You sit there and you pretend like you don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It wasn't supposed to hit you. It was supposed to hit him. But it hit you for some reason. I watched this with my own eyes, bro. You understand? How, bro? How, bro? I directed it at you, but it hit him. I didn't want it to hit him, but it did. Why, bro? Why do you think it hit him and not me? Why? So that's the, you know, I say that to tell people, you know, stop, bro. Listen to me, stop, bro. Stop. You know, they throw death at me a lot, bro. Right? I've had quite a few visits with death, bro. And death has taken me quite a few times, bro. You understand? And the most recent one being about three weeks ago, maybe a month ago. No, it was like 3 weeks. It's like 3 weeks ago when I dropped in the kitchen. I remember dropping in the kitchen, bro. I blacked out. Listen to me. I blacked out, bro. I got this pain in my stomach that was so sharp, bro. I dropped, bro. Listen to me. I dropped, bro. And I woke up. I opened my eyes and everything was just spinning, bro. And I said, what the fuck? Why am I on the floor, bro? How did I get on the floor, bro? That's all I could think of. How did I get on the floor, bro? So, I crawled to the room and I laid down, bro. And I'm just wondering what happened. What just happened to me, bro? I was walking, bro. Listen to me. I was walking. I was walking from the kitchen to the room. And then my stomach just did it. Bro, my stomach just, I got a pain that was so sharp, nigga. I just dropped, bro. And then I opened my eyes and everything was just spinning, bro. And I said, what the fuck? Bro, why am I on the floor? So, whatever. I go lay down, I go to the room, I go lay down. Jordan comes in there maybe 20 minutes later. I'm like halfway on the bed, halfway off the bed. She looks at me, bro. She goes, hey, we got pizza. And she puts the pizza on the bed, bro, and she leaves. Right? So I'm looking at the pizza, bro. And I'm laying there, bro. And I'm half dead, bro. Listen to me, I'm half dead, bro. And I'm just laying there trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, bro. So about an hour later, listen to me, I shake this shit off, bro. An hour. It took me about an hour to get to my senses, bro. So an hour later, I finally sit up. I'm like, man, that was crazy, bro. But I didn't want to think about it. So I opened the pizza box, and the pizza's cold, bro. So I'm like, fuck, bro. I gotta go heat up the pizza, bro. And I did, bro. I heated up the pizza. I ate some pizza, bro. And then I went to sleep, bro. Listen to me. I went to sleep, bro, because I didn't know what to do, bro. I couldn't understand what just happened to me. I was trying to think about why this happened to me. I was trying to think about, I was drinking faucet water that day. Is there poison? They're poison in the water, bro. Like how did this happen, bro? Did somebody try to kill me? Did I get poisoned by the tap water, bro? Because that's the only thing I did different was I didn't go to the store. So I was drinking tap water. But that shit killed me. Listen to me, that shit killed me, bro. The tap water killed me, bro. What does that mean, bro? What does that mean, bro? If that was a message, what would it mean, bro? Right? I feel like I was resurrected, right? I mean, it wasn't like I had an out-of-body experience. I didn't have one. I just dropped. From 1 second to the next, bro, it's like how I'm talking to you. And 2 seconds later, I'm looking up at the ceiling, bro. And everything's spinning, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why, bro? Did I just respond? Bro, did I just respond, bro? What the fuck? This is how it feels to respond, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. Like this shit was wild, bro. Right? So that's that was wicked, bro. But look, I got pride, bro. I got hope. I got no other reason to be in this world. Listen to me, bro. I got no other reason to live other than to do what I'm doing, bro. You understand me? This is the only reason why I'm still here, bro. Because I love this shit, bro. I gave up on life a long time ago, bro. Y'all niggas don't know, bro. Y'all niggas really don't know, bro. I gave up on life a long time ago, bro. And upon giving up on life, I found life, bro. I found the meaning of life, bro. I found a reason to live, bro. You understand? This is my pride and joy. This is, this is everything to me, bro. I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to go work for nobody, bro. But I want to work for somebody I wasn't put here for that, bro. You wasn't put here for that neither. We wasn't put here to do that shit, bro. We was put here to be free, bro. We were supposed to be free, bro. How come we're not free, bro? How come we not free, bro? Why we gotta pay to live here, bro? What kind of world is this, bro? And you think something's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? How can you allow yourself to be tortured and enslaved this way, bro? You have to pay for everything. And then you have to give your precious energy and your precious time to someone else, bro. For crumbs, bro. For crumbs, bro. Because you barely making it, bro. How is that fair? How is that fair, bro? And, I was saying this a long time ago. You guys pay us whatever wage you want. But we're giving you two things and we're only getting one in return, bro. We're giving you time and we're giving you energy and we're only getting currency, bro. And you taxing the currency, bro. So you getting two things from us and we only getting one thing that's being taxed, bro. You're taxing the fuck out of it, bro. How is this fair, bro? How is this fair, bro? And nobody wants to argue this shit. Nobody wants to bring this to the fucking forefront. Nobody wants to discuss this. Nobody, bro. Nobody sees a problem with this. Time and energy, bro. That's two things, bro. It's math. It's math. It's mathematics, bro. Time and energy, bro. That's two things. That's not one thing. That's two things. They only giving you currency, bro. You understand me? Even if you get benefits, nigga, you paying for them shits. They coming out your check. So what are they giving you, bro? Currency. Time and energy for currency, bro. How much currency are you getting for this time and this energy, bro? You understand me? But this is the world. This is the system. It's not fair. You understand me? Because not only they tapping into your energy. They getting your time. And you're probably being creative as fuck over there, bro. For them, bro. For them, bro. When you're supposed to be doing that for you. You're not supposed to do that for them. You're supposed to do that for you. And if you're going to do that for them, make sure you're well taken care of for it, bro. You understand? Like, if somebody wanted me to help them, I'd be like, yo, cool, yeah, man. But if I'm going to make you $1 million, nigga, you got to take care of me, bro. One hand got to wash the other, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, make sure you get taken care of for it. A lot of you people give your ideas away for free, bro. A lot of you people give your creativity away for free, bro. Thinking that you're kissing somebody's ass or thinking that you're going to rank up in somebody's company, bro. Right? Thinking that you're going to be something, so you sell out your people. Come on, bro. This is the system, bro. So now, you're giving them time, energy, and information, and creativity. And you're only getting currency, bro. You're only getting currency, bro. You want me to keep going, bro? Do you guys not get it yet, bro? Right? This is my problem. This has always been my problem, bro. Simple mathematics, bro. It's not hard, bro. Right? The system is not built to help you, bro. If it was true, when I was a child and they played these commercials on television and they would show the man with his family, his wife doing the dishes, he's at the table playing checkers with his kids, right? They live in a house with 2 cars. Listen, they got 2 cars and they're going on vacation and this nigga makes $10,000 a month, bro, or $10,000 a year. He makes $10,000 a year, bro. He's got this beautiful big home. He's got this nice car. He's got this nice truck. And they got their briefcases like they going on vacation, bro. And, this nigga, you say he makes $10,000 a year, bro. What happened? Where did we go from being able to possibly having a chance to it being damn near impossible, bro? And you can't tell me it's not getting hard. It's getting harder. Bro, you know how much is gas here. You guys have any idea how much is gas here, bro? Gas here is $4.99 a gallon, bro. Fuck me, bro. Nigga, fuck me, bro. $4.99 a gallon, fuck me, bro. Wow, bro. Wow, bro. Right. Wow, bro. What a world, man. What a world, bro. So whatever. I'm in this new big city, and I gotta do God's work. We all know what I do, bro. I gotta seek out the covens. There's covens here, bro. I gotta seek them out, right? I gotta go find them. So I'm gonna locate them, bro. And do what I came here to do, right? And this is the last place I need to do it at. Once I raise the vibration here, my circle's complete, bro. You gotta understand me when I tell you that once I raise the vibration here, my circle's complete, bro. You understand me? My nation will belong to me, bro. I've been all over this nation, bro. And I have what I need, bro. It's in my bag, bro. I got what I need, bro. Right, so. I think I'm going to leave this live here, bro. I was going to give you the message from the stars, but I'm not. Right, if you want it, you can go get it, bro. Maybe on my next live, we'll do what I do, bro. I didn't listen to the message, bro. I didn't listen to it, to be honest. I ain't had time. I don't have time. This is bullshit. It's bullshit because I have nothing but time. But today I've been running around a lot, and I spent a lot of time listening to one particular song, and that I made, and I also spent a lot of time with myself. So in total silence, I was driving, but I'm in total silence. So you guys want to see what's going on over there? If you was in my shoes, would you be here right now? Or would you be in the comfort of someone's home? What would you be doing? Can you look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that question? And be honest with yourself, bro. Do you really have what it takes to make the moves that need to be made to do this, bro? I don't hesitate, bro. Listen to me. When my father told me to jump, I say, how high, bro? How high you want me to jump, Papa? I got you, bro. You understand? So, this is where he put me. What you want me to do about it? If this is where he wants me to be, then this is where I'm supposed to be. If the job that I thought I had was not where I'm supposed to be working, then it's not where I'm supposed to be working, bro. Am I supposed to panic? No, you're not supposed to panic. You're supposed to face these challenges with grace, which is what I'm learning. I did curse somebody out today, and but she judged me, bro, and I felt that shit, bro. I felt that shit, bro. That shit got me so mad, bro. Because why you judging me, bro? You don't even know me, bro. I work hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't give me a chance, bro. So fuck you fat bitch, right? You fucking stupid. You can suck my dick, bro. Fuck you, bro. And I left, bro. Fuck that. Fuck you in this company, bro. Right, and I kept it pushing, bro. I left and I started crying, bro. I cried for like 2 hours, bro. I went to the beach and I just sat by the tree, bro. I sat with a tree, bro. I started crying, bro. I was crying, bro. Right, and I regained my composure and I called Jordan. We spoke for a little bit. And then I got off the phone. I sat with myself. I talked to myself, bro. And I told myself what to do, and I did it, bro. I did what I had to do. And then I found myself wondering what to do next. Like, all right, I did this. I went here, I went there. All right, what do you want me to do now? And I was just sitting in a. I was sitting in the car. No, I was sitting on the bench, bro. I was sitting on the bench in the park, bro. And my phone goes off, bro. And boy, it's Obi, bro. He's like, yo, if you want to come to, because I'm supposed to talk to him. I told him I want to perform, but this is before, I knew about the job shit falling through, bro. So I was expecting to have a job where money's not going to be an issue, But right now, it was a minor setback because I don't have a job. So I don't want to spend money I don't have. So I'm going to go meet him and, and talk to him. But I'm going to let him know what happened. I mean, I can't lie, bro. I had every intent on performing. It's not in the cards. It's not in the cards right now, bro. I have to figure out what am I going to do here. So, wow, this is my dream. This is my dream, bro. I came here for this, bro. You understand me? Look, I'm here in front of your face, bro. I'm from New York, bro. You understand? I'm chasing my dreams. But I need to do it in a way to where I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. And they made it very uncomfortable. So, in order for me to put myself where I want to be, where I need to be, I need to regain control. So in order for me to do that, I need to put myself in a position where I have no choice. Which is what I did. That's what I did, bro. I put myself in a position to where I don't have a choice but to figure it out, bro. Now whether I did this, by my own will or by the will of witchcraft is another question. Right? It could be witchcraft. It could be what I'm meant to do. Right? It could be either or, to be honest with you. It could be my biggest mistake of my life. Right? It could be the best thing I ever did. Right now it's up in the air. Right now I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared to the point to where I'm shaking and I'm panicking. No, but it's scary, right? Not knowing is scary, bro. But no, believing is another thing. You got to believe, bro. You understand? So with that, I believe. I believe in my Father, bro. So I have to believe everything's gonna be okay. And I have to walk in faith, and I have to trust it, bro. So this is what it is, bro. Right? I think people put me in this position to see what's gonna happen. That's a possibility. Or the message that I received is accurate, right? And I'm following the path. Bro. So, it could be either or. I'm not gonna press myself with the, with whatever. I'm just gonna live in the moment, bro. Listen to me. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. I'm in a new city. I'm in a big city, bro. This city's fucking huge, bro. Holy fuck, bro. Right. Traffic. Holy fuck. Fuck the traffic here, bro. I'm gonna explore it. Bro. I'm okay. Like, for now, I'm okay. Right? So I'm gonna explore it, bro. I'm gonna see what it is, bro. And if I find myself, getting too fucked up, nigga, I'll run back to Colorado, man. I'll do what I gotta do, bro. I'll do whatever I need to do, bro. But I'm not looking to do that. I'm looking to figure this shit out, bro. By any means necessary, bro. People want to see if it's really true, so they put me in a situation. And I don't think that's fair. To be honest with you, I don't think that's fair. You guys are playing with my life. This is my life, bro. I don't deserve that. How would you feel if somebody did that to you? Every time you try to do something, they wanna stop you, or you know, they don't want nobody to see it. You know what I'm saying? Or they try to hide you, or they try to silence you, or they flag you in the system, so that whenever you put your social, nigga, you a red flag. Don't hire that nigga, bro. He's flagged, bro. No, that's fucked up, right? But you know, it's okay for you to do it to people. That's okay, bro. Really, that's okay, bro. That's legal, bro. Y'all could do that, bro. What kind of game is this, bro? What kind of world is this, bro? Right? Like this shit is crazy, bro. And y'all don't want nobody to know. Y'all don't want nobody to know that this is what y'all doing. This is what y'all been doing, bro. Do y'all hire people, bro? And y'all promote who y'all want to get the message you want to get across. And y'all steal from us. You hide us and you steal from us. And you think that's okay. You think that's okay, bro. Yeah, and what y'all think? I'm gonna stay quiet. You think I'm gonna just keep posting my videos and letting y'all block my videos and letting y'all boost my videos and not letting nobody see my shit? You don't think I'm gonna take my shit outside, bro? You don't think I'm gonna tell my story, bro? You don't think I got receipts? You don't think I got all the proof I need, bro? You know what Facebook did? Facebook took the view count off of my fucking stories, bro. Off of my posts, bro. So I can't even see the view counts on my posts no more, bro. They did it on purpose, bro, so that I don't have receipts on Facebook. You understand? But I already got screenshots, bro. So y'all can suck my dick, bro. You understand? But this is what they do. This is what they've been doing to me, bro. How is that fair, bro? How is that fair, bro? I'm not a fucking criminal, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm not promoting violence. I'm not promoting drugs. Right? What's going on here, bro? What's going on here, bro? Right, and then, you know, let me not even go there, bro. I'm not gonna go there. Okay, copy that, bro. I'm gonna leave this live here, bro. I love y'all, bro. I'm gonna holler at y'all, bro.